How many CDs did I get? 17. It's not that many. I only spent like 60, 70 bucks on it. I'll waste my money. Hello all you Moonwalkers and Michael Jackson fans. Welcome back to another video. And today's going to be a special episode of Vinyl Finds. It's episode 20. Pretty cool. I can't believe I've done 20 episodes of this thing. I didn't even think I'd make it to 5, but here we are. Episode 20. So, I got these CDs, I think it was around like the 18th or 17th of September, and as I'm filming this, it's October 1st, but you guys are probably going to see it later in the month. And I got 17 CDs to show y'all, as well as a few records, which I'm going to be showing you guys first. So yeah, let's get right into it. So I'm going to show you guys the records first, because there aren't as many records to show, and the CDs are going to take up the majority of this video. So yeah, I figure I'll get them out of the way first. So, the albums that I only got about 2 albums, 12-inch single and 5 45. So, it was a pretty big 45 run lot today, today's video. So, let's get right into it. So, first up, we got a John Lennon single. Here is John Lennon's Woman, and this is another one of those singles that always pops up with picture sleeve. And, I always see it, so I figured why not pick it up. So yeah, it is Woman by John Lennon, and the B-side is Beautiful Boys by Yoko Ono. The disc overall is really good condition. This was only $3, so I figure, I see it all the time, and why not pick it up? Next up, we got a 45 that I've been wanting for a really long time. We got the Prince Party Man single. So this is the song Party Man from the Batman soundtrack off of the Batman album. The B-side is Fill You Up, which was not on the Batman album, it's just the B-side. And again, when I saw this when I first went to get the my Let's Go Crazy single, but I ended up picking this one up, and I love it. This is it's not in the greatest condition. There was like a little stain on the bottom, and there's some ring wear, but I figured I should just get it just because I love it. Next up is probably one of the stranger records that I have in my 45 collection. We got the Beatles Movie Medley. So I'm guessing that this came out whenever the movies compilation came out in like the late 70s. If you guys know what that is, I don't know the exact name of it, but it's pretty much just a bunch of the songs from the Beatles movies: A Hard Day's Night, Help, Magical Mystery Tour, Let It Be, and there's one more that slipped out of my mind. I can't remember what it is. Yellow Submarine. But anyways, this is the single. It's really, really weird. And the B-side makes it even weirder. It's I'm Happy Just to Dance With You off of A Hard Day's Night, which kind of makes sense because Hard Day's Night was one of the Beatles movies. But out of all the songs you could have chose, you choose I'm Happy Just to Dance With That. But this was the first single that I popped on my turntable, and I listened to it, and it's actually a really, really cool mix. The songs in this medley are Magical Mystery Tour, All You Need Is Love, You've Got to Hide Your Love Away, I Should Have Known Better, A Hard Day's Night, Ticket to Ride, and Get Back. Some of those songs you would not expect to fit together at all, but they really do, and it's a really, really epic mashup. And yeah, this was $5. I don't know how rare this is, but I still really, really like having it. And it's probably one of my favorites in my 45 collection now. And I also got 2 Michael Jackson. Here is the first one. This is the Farewell My Summer Love single. I just closed my eyes and picked one out of the Michael Jackson bin. Because I wanted to find one just to get. Because I want to have a collection. And I don't want to keep on, just getting ones with picture sleeves. I want to just, get as much as I can. And this is the one that I chose. It's Farewell My Summer Love, and then the B-side is Call On Me. I have the Farewell My Summer Love album, but I do not have any of the singles. So, yeah, this is actually, like, a really good condition. And, yeah. And the last one is actually really, really cool. It's Michael Jackson's Wanna Be Starting Something. This is in really good condition. It has the picture sleeve on it. And there's the back. You got your picture of the Thriller logo with the really cool photo shoot by Michael Jackson. And it also has a sleeve on it, too, which I thought was cool. None of the other singles that they have came with sleeves, except I think for my George Harrison When We Was Fab single. And that's about it. Take it off. Let me start something on the A-side, and on the B-side is the instrumental, which is really, really cool, actually. So yeah, 7 minutes into this video, and we're not even halfway done. Oh my god, this is going to be a heckin' long video. Anyways, now let's get on to the actual LPs. So the first LP to show is a 12-inch single. It is Prince's Kiss. So this is one of Prince's biggest songs ever, and one of the hit singles off of his soundtrack for his album Under the Cherry Moon. There's the front. I got this for $8. I think it's a pretty good deal because this looks pretty much mint. There's like no wear or anything. It looks like it came fresh out of the box, which is crazy. And there is the back. So side one is Kiss, which is, I believe it's an extended edition of Kiss. And then the B-side is Love or Money, which is also an extended edition. I'm pretty sure that the single 7-inch single had just the regular versions, but this one has extended editions of Kiss and Love or Money. So I think that's really cool. Another cool thing is that this opens from the top, which is my first 12-inch single that actually opens from the top, and it comes in a high quality sleeve, which I'm happy about. This record looks so cool. So yeah, there's side A with the Paisley Park logo, and there's the other side. You can definitely tell that their this original Kiss song is like about 4 minutes, and this extended version is 7 minutes and 16 seconds, which is pretty cool. And the Love or Money single doesn't have a time stamp, but I'm assuming it's around the same time as well. But yeah, this is a really, really nice condition record. Again, it might be a repressing now that I think of it, just because of how good quality it is, and the high quality sleeve that it came with. But I don't care if it's a repressing at all, actually. I just really like having it. It's a really, really nice addition to my collection. Next up is an album that I've been wanting to get on vinyl for a long time, and I finally found it. It is the Jackson's Triumph. I said that I finally found it, but I've actually seen this every single time I went to Jerry's, and I just never picked it up until, like, now. And it's a really, really good album. Some of my favorite Jackson songs are on here, including Time Waits for No One, which, oh my god. If you have not heard that, click off this video right now and go watch it. Go listen to it. Because it's probably my favorite Jackson song. So there's the front. This is an original 1980 pressing. $5, so pretty good. Probably the best condition pressing that I've seen of the album there. And yeah, really, really cool. And there's the back with the peacock. The tracks, side 1, we got Can You Feel It, Lovely One, Your Ways, and Everybody. And side 2, we got Heartbreak Hotel, Time Waits for No One, Walk Right Now, Give It Up, and Wondering Who. So this comes with the custom sleeve, which just has little lyrics on it, nothing too special. And here is the record, which has those really, really nice looking Triumph labels and Epic logo. Not really any scratches on the record. I haven't played this yet, so I can't say for sure if the record sounds good or not, but I can tell you that the jacket and everything looks in really good condition. So, yeah, Jackson's Triumph. And lastly, we have the Jackson's Victory. Now, for some of you guys that have been around on this channel for a while now, you might remember that I actually got a copy of Victory about a year ago, and I now have 2. And the reason that I got 2 is because, 1, the copy that I got, which, back then, which is this one, is not in that great condition. It was in good condition at the time that I bought it, but if you can, like this one, if you see, just look at how bad the ring wear was on the back, like you can see it from a mile away. And this one, look at that. It's, like, perfect. And it's an original. But the condition of the record is not the reason that I bought it. Not only was this copy cheaper, but it also has a 80s order form for Jackson's merch in it, which I'm going to show you guys in a bit. But for those of you who are new to my channel and haven't seen what the Jackson's album looks like, here it is. So I got this for $8, again. Pretty cool. The top is the only issue. It's kind of like all destroyed on the top, but that's really only it. I didn't have a problem with it. It looks like a repressing. It's crazy. Here's the inside gatefold for the Jackson's Victory. Really, really nice. And then the sleeve was in really good condition too. Again, tears and folds, but that's expected. This is paper and made from the 80s, so. And the record's overall in better condition too. So, yeah, you guys have already seen this. Time to show you guys the order form. Now, this order form is the only reason I bought this album, and I love this. Look at that. So it says, from the Jacksons World Club, victory is ours. The fabulous Jacksons are together again. We offer you new and exciting collectible 1984 Jacksons merchandise. So there's all the merch you could buy. You got some stickers, postcards, albums, shirts, pins, and hats. Really, really cool. I love this. And on the bottom, we got the actual form. This, I don't know how rare this is, again. I don't know how widely available it is, but I think it's really, really cool. And if you guys ever find any, like, Jackson's or Michael Jackson order forms or anything, you should pick them up because they're really, really cool. Next up, we're going to be getting into CDs. I got 17 CDs. This is what the majority of this video is going to consist of, just the CDs that I got. I got 17 during this little shopping spree. I went to the exchange again for the first time in like a year. I came back, I blew $60, and oh, this is why I have no friends. But yeah, so I'm just gonna get right into it. I'm actually gonna start with Beatles albums first. So the first 2 CDs I'm gonna show you guys are the Beatles Past Masters Volume 1 and 2. Now, for those of you who are Beatles fans, might know that the Past Masters compilation is widely available in one single album. But I figured I was going to get that already. I figured I might as well pick these up because these aren't too widely available. And I figured, I'll just pick them up because they were cheap. And I was going to get them anyway. So these are from the 80s. They're not amazing condition, but I mean, whatever. So here's the front of the Beatles Past Masters Volume 1, and there's the back. So the tracks on Volume 1, we got Love Me Do, From Me to You, Thank You Girl, She Loves You, I'll Get You, I Wanna Hold Your Hand, This Boy, Come Give Murder in Hand, Syleptic, Long Tall Sally, I Call Your Name, Slow Down, Matchbox, I Feel Fine, She's a Woman, Bad Boy, Yes It Is, and I'm Down. So if you guys remember the Past Masters compilations were supposed to be, in the 80s they re-released all the Beatles albums on CD, and if you got both of these albums, then you had all the Beatles songs. So this is basically all the single versions and B-sides that were released. For example, Love Me Do is already on the Please Please Me album, and they did re-release that in the 80s, but this is the single edition, which has a different drummer, and it's also a different recording completely of the song. Another example of that is on Past Masters Volume 2. The version of Across the Universe on there is actually a different version. It's sped up a little bit, and there's a cool animal intro at the beginning, and it also has some cool backing vocals I really like. But yeah, whatever. Let's stop the rambling and get right into it. So you open it up here, you got your disc and your booklet. So this booklet has some really cool pictures. You got a little foreword there. You got all the credits to every song there with a little bit of information. And an ad for the second volume. And here's the second volume. So we got Past Masters Volume 2. So on Volume 2, we got Day Tripper, We Can Work It Out, Paperback Writer, Rain, Lady Madonna, The Inner Light, Hey Jude, Revolution, Get Back, Don't Let Me Down, The Ballad of John and Yoko, Old Brown Shoe, Across the Universe, Let It Be, and You Know My Name, Look Up the Number. So it's kind of the same look as the first volume, and then you kind of open that up there. And you got a ton of pictures of the band there, and an ad for Volume 1. And the last Beatles CD I'm going to show you guys is the Beatles Anthology Volume 1. So they had Volumes 2 and 3 there, but I figured this is my favorite one out of the 3, and the other 2 weren't in very good condition, and this one looks brand new. So I figured I'd pick it up. It was only like about $5, which is weird because it's a 2 CD. So basically what this is it's just a bunch of demos and different recordings, outtakes, and it's a lot of really, really cool archival stuff from the Beatles. If you guys know what an anthology is, you know what I'm talking about. So this has the first new Beatles song on it in like a decade or like 15, 20 years called Free as a Bird. And it also has a lot of speeches from John Lennon, Paul McCartney, Brian Epstein, and it's a lot of other people. And it has some older songs that they recorded back in like the Tavern Club days, such as That'll Be the Day, In Spite of All the Danger, Hallelujah, You'll Be Mine, and Cry for a Shadow. And we got some outtakes of certain songs like 8 Days a Week, I Wanna Hold Your Hand, All My Loving, and No Reply. So there's the front, and then there's the back. So this is a old 90s case. So you open it up there, you got your disc 1, and then you open it up the other side, if it'll let me, and you got disc 2. And then this has a booklet in it, which is really cool. So you get a little foreword at the beginning there, and then we get some credits for all the demos, outtakes, older tracks, and Free as a Bird. And in the middle we got some merch. So yeah, again, I won't be able to show you everything in here, but there's a lot of cool pictures. And yeah, really, really good album, really, really good set collection. The anthology series is great, and this first album, if you want to really hear a lot of old Beatles stuff, I recommend getting this over all the other ones, just because this one has a lot of really interesting stuff on it. So next up, we got some Prince CDs. So the first Prince CD is Prince's self-titled album, his second album, Prince. So this is a really good album. It's his second album, his last album that he did with his disco feel, and it was brand new. I got this for like $16. No, it was $8. So there's the front and there's the back. So the tracks, we got I Wanna Be Your Lover, Why I Wanna Treat Me So Bad, Sexy Dancer, When We're Dancing Close and Slow, With You, Bambi, Still Waiting, I Feel For You, and It's Gonna Be Lonely. There's the inside of it. Nothing really much to see there. The booklet has a lot of lyrics in it. So again, like I said, there's not much in the booklet. There is, however, a little picture on the corner of Prince. Next up, we got Around the World in a Day. This is the follow-up to Purple Rain, came out in 1985 and hit #1. So the tracks on here, we got Around the World in a Day, Paisley Park, Condition of the Heart, Raspberry Beret, Tambourine, America, Pop Life, The Ladder, and Temptation. This is the back there, and if you open it up, you got a booklet and the disc, which I love how that disc looks. So you take out the booklet there, and if you actually do this, you can actually get a full artwork of the full art for Around the World in a Day, which I think is cool. Never been that big of a fan of the art of Around the World in a Day, but the full picture definitely looks a little bit better. So basically, this booklet's not really much anything either, just a bunch of lyrics. And the last one is probably one of my favorite Prince albums, and definitely one that I've been looking to get for a long time, Come. So this is his 1994 album, his second in the Slave Years, and a really, really good album, very underrated. I also love how it says Prince 1958 to 1993, the coming of age of Prince, and this was the last album that was released under his actual name, Prince, before he changed it. So the tracks, we got Come, Space, Pheromone, Loose, Papa, Race, Dark, Solo, Let It Go, and Orgasm. And then there's the back. So, this is a really, really cool looking disc too. You got that cool picture of Prince in there and the booklet. So the booklet is actually a fold out. It's really, really cool. So you get the full artwork of the album, and you get some text here, which I can see in the right way, but you guys can't. But it says, all my life, this heart's been under lock and key. My curtains were drawn, there wasn't nobody home. Trigger here, trigger there, everybody's high except for me. Better off dead than I couldn't be alone. But you have to put it up to a mirror to read it, which I think is cool. There's also more reverse text on the back. Down here, it says, this is the dawning of a new spiritual revolution, which I think is really cool. So here we get a bunch of credits there, a bunch of pictures of Prince on the top and there. Next up, we got 4 Green Day CDs. So first up is their 1995 album, Insomniac. Again, this is the follow-up to Dookie, and a really, really good album. There's the front and there's the back. So the tracks we got Armitage Shanks, Brat, Stuck With Me, Geek Sink Breath, No Pride, Babsy Vila Who, 86, Panic Song, Stewart in the Avenue, Brain Stew, Jaded, Westbound Sign, Tightwad Hill, and Walking Contradiction. I love the artwork of this album. Like, the back cover is great. So there's the disc there. In it, there's actually artwork behind the disc there. We got this really, really trippy stuff. And the booklet is probably one of my favorite CD booklets ever. It's a full-out poster of the full Insomniac artwork. So if I can show that, it's upside down. And there it is. All there. You got the full Insomniac artwork. It's kind of hard to see all the way because it's kind of like the creases in the paper, but you can pretty easy to see on the back. You got all the lyrics to every song. I love how the lyrics look on this booklet, by the way. They're like in a really trippy font, and like some of the letters are like dark white, and some of them are like italicized, and it's just a really, really cool aesthetic for Insomniac. It's like this. It's actually their second shortest album behind their debut. It's 32 minutes, but it will be, I believe, their third when Father of All comes out in February, and I will be getting that. Next up is the Green Day album that I'm wanting to get for a long time. It's one of my favorites, probably my favorite Green Day album, Nimrod. Really, really cool. There's the front, and there's the back. So the tracks, we got Nice Guys Finish Last, Hitchin' a Ride, The Grouch, Redundant, Scattered, All the Time, Rory Rock, Platypus I Hate You, Uptight, Last Ride In, Jinx, Hoshinka, Walking Alone, Reject, Take Back, King for a Day, Good Riddance, Time of Your Life, and Prosthetic Head. I love how just the full aesthetic is just in Nimrod, and actually the band members are actually hidden in the pictures. There's Billy, Trey, and Mike. So you open it up there, the disc is in the shape of the Nimrod logo, and there's actually a picture of the band behind the disc if you take it out there. And then we got the booklet, and I love how it says back cover on the top. This booklet has a really cool aesthetic to it too. All the lyrics, some of them are like etched out, but it's not actual lyrics, it's just an aesthetic look. We got pictures of the band, we got Billy back there, we got Mike, and we got Trey. More pictures of the band. This is probably one of my favorite CD booklets. Again, Green Day has really good booklets. I think I've talked about this before, but their albums will always have really, really interesting liner notes. Next up, I finally got an album from the Uno Dos Trey trilogy. In this case, it is Dos. They also had Trey there. I ended up getting Dos. Uno is my favorite out of the three, which is kind of sad because it's the worst out of the three, according to the fan base, but I love it. Dos aesthetically is the best, but my favorite is Uno. So yeah, there's the front, and there's the back. So the tracks, we got See You Tonight, Time, Stop When the Red Lights Flash, Lazy Bones, Wild One, Make Out Party, Stray Heart, Ashley, Baby Eyes, Lady Cobra, Nightlife, Wild That's Loud, and Amy. And you open it up, and I'm having such a hard time opening things today. We got the disc there, and if you take out the disc, there's a skull behind there. And then for the booklet, we got Uno Dos Trey and Quattro there. And this is a fold out, which is really cool. So you got this little credits there, and then we got the full out picture, which looks really cool. And the back is really anything special. If you open it up though, you got all the lyrics to every song on the album. And lastly, I finally got an uncensored edition of Green Day Greatest Hits, God's Favorite Band. If you're wondering what I did with my Walmart censored copy, I I smashed it. Here's the booklet for it. I am planning on cutting some of the pictures out and putting them up on my wall because the booklet looks really nice. I'm not going to show you everything in here because I've already showed this in the previous video, but here's the front and back. You open it up there, and yeah, there's the inside. Again, I'm not going to show you much of it because I've already shown it in the previous video. Next up, we got some of my first Nirvana CDs. First up, we got the Lithium single. So this is the single to their song Lithium. The tracks are Lithium, Been the Sun, and Curmudgeon. I love this back picture. You got the skeleton there. You open it up, if it'll let me. You got the disc, and you got this fetus, because why not? One thing that I really think is cool about the Lithium single, which I don't know if this came out before or after Nevermind, but if you open it up here, you actually got all the lyrics to every song on Nevermind, which is pretty cool. Next up, we got Nirvana's probably biggest selling album, Nevermind. Yeah, this is an original copy. There's the front, and there's the back. So the tracks, we got Smells Like Teen Spirit, In Bloom, Come As You Are, Breed, Lithium, Polly, Territorial Pissings, Drain You, Lounge Act, Stay Away, On a Plane, and Something in the Way. And this album also has a secret track on it called Endless Nameless, which isn't very good, but if you want to wait like 12 minutes to listen to it, be my guest, but it's trash. Anyways, open it up here. You got the really trippy looking disc, and then the booklet. So it's a really cool fold out here. So you got a picture of the band there, and then it folds out like this. You got another picture of the band with a bunch of lyrics from the album, like all like strung together into like a poem, which is really cool. I love that. I think that's a really cool addition. And the last Nirvana CD I'm going to show you is their 2002 self-titled album, Nirvana. This is probably one of my favorites in my CD collection now. I've been wanting this for a long time. Finally got my hands on it, and yeah. So the tracks, we got You Know You're Right, About a Girl, Been a Sun, Sliver, Smells Like Teen Spirit, Come As You Are, Lithium, In Bloom, Heart-Shaped Box, Penny Royalty, Rate Me, Dumb, All Apologies, and The Man Who Sold the World. Open it up here, you got the disc and the booklet. So this has this information on the new track, You Know You're Right, and this credits for all the songs and pictures as well, which is really cool. And yeah, so that's their self-titled. Again, this is probably one of my favorites in my CD collection, and this is a really good compilation. I listen to this all the time. And yeah, Nirvana. And the last artist I'm going to be showing y'all today is, of course, Michael. I got a lot of Michael Jackson, so just be prepared. So the first album that's Michael Jackson is Thriller 25. Now, if you guys remember, I do actually already have Thriller 25, but this version actually has the slipcase on it, which I don't know if they released versions that came with and without the slipcases, but I ended up getting this one just because it came with the slipcase. So yeah, I'm not going to go over everything again, but the slips just come off, and yeah, Thriller 25. I actually got two Michael Jackson CD singles. So the first one is They Don't Care About Us, the CD single. Right here it has a sticker on there. It's just talking about some remixes. The tracks on this thing, we got They Don't Care About Us, the single version, the Charles Full Joint Mix, the Dallas Maine Mix, the Love to Infinity's Walk in the Park Radio Mix, the Love to Infinity's Classic Paradise Radio Mix, and the Trackmasters Radio Edit. And then we got a Rock With You remix, the Rock With You Frankie's Favorite Club Mix, and the Earth Song Handy's Club Experience, which is trash. As the back cover looks like. And then there's nothing in the insert, it's just white in there, but you do have the disc. And the last Michael Jackson CD single is the One More Chance single, which is right here. You got that there. So the tracks, we got the album version of One More Chance, the Paul Oakenfold mix, the Metro remix, the Ron G Club mix, and the Paul Oakenfold Urban mix. I got this for 80 cents. It's my cheapest CD. So there's the sticker there. And this actually does have something on the back. It's just like track listing and things. And then there's the disc. And the last CD I'm going to be showing you guys today is Michael Jackson's Escape. Now again, this is a rebuy. Right here is the deluxe edition of Escape, which I already own. But this is the standard edition because I've been wanting this for a long time, and I finally came across it, and it's pretty cheap, so I figured why not. The tracks, we got Love Never Felt So Good, Chicago, Loving You, A Place With No Name, Slave to the Rhythm, Do You Know Where Your Children Are, Blue Gangsta, and Escape. So you open it up here, and you got Escape, this is the disc, and this is gray. That's what the regular version of Escape is. It's just a gray backgrounds and things. The booklet is pretty much the same as the generic CD. You got that picture in the middle. However, this has an extra picture, which is weird that the generic edition has a same picture. But, you know, it's just that Michael Jackson blowing picture, which I love. Oh my god, that picture is so good. So yeah, everybody, that's pretty much going to wrap up probably my longest video I've ever made. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, make sure to leave a like, comment, favorite, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Party on 3.